Thank you and welcome. Lady? Color Guard of the Utah National Guard, Manti, Utah, posts the colors, and the Snow College Wind Symphony and a cappella choir perform the national anthem, Color Guard. The audience may be seated, and thank you, Color Guard, and the Wind Symphony and a cappella choir. On behalf of the college, the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, students, and alumni, welcome to these commencement exercises. Today we celebrate our graduates and 129 years of service of this wonderful institution, Snow College. Thank you for your attendance and your support of the class of 2017. We also, yes. You will learn today that the college is growing by this large graduating class, and also the rather crowded facility that we have here. We want to welcome, all of you, but we couldn't house everyone here, and so we have overflow in the theater, in the Eccles building, and also in the Blue Gym, and we welcome you as well, and wish that you could be with us, but we want you to know that you are with us, and we're grateful that you're here in whatever venue you may be seated. I am Gary Carlston, and it is my honor and privilege to serve as the president of Snow College. My wife, Janet, and I are proud graduates of Snow College. I think many of the students that I've told the story to know that we met here. But I'm not going to tell you that today, because sometimes I have a little tendency to exaggerate. I also know that many of you in the audience are proud alumni of Snow, and we're grateful that you are here. We, like so many of you, and especially our graduating students, love Snow College. I would like to invite Janet to stand and be recognized. We are partners in this endeavor. Janet. We are so honored, both of us, to be here with you today. You know, the spirit of Snow, I hope you feel it. It's alive, it's well, and you'll feel it at these commencement exercises as we celebrate, and this is a celebration of these wonderful graduating students. I especially want to thank Doctors David Fulmer and Michael Huff, the Snow College Wind Symphony a cappella choir, for their music. Aren't they wonderful? I came over last night at the rehearsal. They are magnificent. They spent many hours. We so much appreciate their talents and their willingness to share them with us today at these ceremonies. It is now an honor for me to invite all of us assembled to join with me in a moment of silence. I think most of us recognize that we arrive here today with the help of others. On this beautiful spring day, even though a little cold, the sun is shining. We come here hopefully with gratitude in our hearts for so many things and so many who have supported these graduates. On this day and this occasion, the statement by Alec Ice could set the tone as we have this moment of silence. Ice said this, and I quote, "Gratitude is a miracle of its own recognition. It brings out a sense of appreciation and a sincerity of being." We invite each of you to pause and to give thanks. There is much to be grateful for. Thank you. One thing that all of us can be grateful for, and that is for those who have served in our military, protected our democracy and our freedoms. I would like to invite all of those in the audience and on the platform or in our other overflow locations who have served in the military. Would you please stand and be recognized for your service? Thank you on behalf of all of us. We enjoy these freedoms and are grateful for your service. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the people who are seated on the platform. Our distinguished guests for the day are 4 alumni of Snow College who will receive honorary degrees. They are LeAnn and Mark Stoddard, Abby and Lieutenant Governor Spencer Cox. Would you all please stand, and would you hold your applause until everyone has been introduced? Bailey Dalton, the student body president for this academic year. Skylar Bradley, the student body vice president for this academic year, who is joined by his wife, Kayla. Bryce Sorenson, this year's class valedictorian. Jessica Guymon Cox, salutatorian for this class, and her husband, Corey Cox. Regent Nina Barnes of the Utah State Board of Regents, and Regents Jessica Anderson, Regent Laura Belknap, and Regent Robert Prince. We also welcome Commissioner David Bueller of the Utah System of Higher Education, and then our Board of Trustees. Chair of the Board, Theresa Alder, Vice Chair of the Board, Scott Bushnell, and the following members of the Snow College Board of Trustees: Doug Barton, David Christensen, Rick Robinson, Irma K. May, and we also want to recognize Mayor Richard Squire of Ephraim City, who is also a Snow College faculty member, Darren Owens, a member of the Utah House of Representatives representing District 58, Morris Haggerty from the State Attorney General's Office, and our academic deans, Ron Lamb, Humanities, Brad Olson, Fine Arts, Communications, and New Media, Mike Medley, Business and Applied Technologies, and Kim Cragen, Social and Behavioral Sciences, and Dr. Dan Black, Natural Sciences and Mathematics. Seated on the platform with us today also are our department chairs, Stacy McKiff, Sonali Ditley, Greg Wright, David Allred, Dennis Shook, Travis Schiffman, Tracy Bradley, Don Saltzman, Vance Larson, Renee Fotz, Kari Arnoldson, Carrie Hansen, Spencer Mack, Amber Epling, Garth Sorensen, Adam Larson, Sharon Kilmer, and Gary Chittister, who is chair of the communications department and is working to stream our commencement ceremonies live on the internet. Ted Olson and Lisa Anderson. Now, we also have faculty members Cheryl Badero and Kathleen Hansen, and our vice presidents. Vice President Craig Mathey of Student Success, Jake Dettinger, Vice President for Finance and Administrative Services, and Dr. Steve Hood, Vice President for Academic Affairs. We are so honored to have these distinguished students and guests with us today. Would you please recognize them? Thank you. You may be seated. There are two department heads on the platform that I would like to invite to stand, Ted Olson and Lisa Anderson. Ted and Lisa, would you stand? There you are. Ted and Lisa have been longtime faculty, distinguished faculty members of Snow College, and they have decided to retire. So we want to recognize them today and thank them for their service. Also, in your program, you will see other valued members of the Snow College faculty and staff who are retiring, and we express our appreciation to them. Would you join me in expressing appreciation to all of our retirees? Thank you. And now another very important group, without which the great success of our students would not happen. I would like to call to your attention the superb faculty and staff members at Snow College who devote their professional lives and their time to the care and well-being of our students. They and we are privileged to be engaged in one of the greatest human enterprises ever existed, and that is the education of others. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the people who have most helped the students achieve their goal of graduation today. I admire their dedication, their hard work, their commitment to students. I see their lights on late at night. I see them working with students individually. I hear their stories. I have students who come to me and say, we couldn't do it without this faculty and staff. Would you please rise, faculty and staff, and let us acknowledge you. Please rise. Thank you. We have some Snow College alumni here. Would all of our alumni of Snow College please stand? Look at that. They are so great. We are so glad that alumni have joined us. Keep their connection and attachment to the college, and they are always welcome. Everyone is welcome here. Alumni, we hope that you'll continue to come. And students, as you graduate and move on, we want you to always know that you are welcome here. Come back and see us. Athletic events, concerts, other special activities, or just come back and say hello. Now, the students participating in our program today represent the class of 2017. We honor these students for their academic and citizenship achievements. They're wonderful representatives, and you will hear them, of their classmates on this commencement program. Please refer to your program on pages 4 and 5 and read complete biographies of our academic honors students. First, I'd like to introduce to you Bryce Sorenson, this year's class valedictorian. He is the son of Wayne and Ann Sorenson, and his major is agriculture, and hopes someday to be able to return to the family farm in the Gunnison Valley. Our salutatorian is Jessica Cox from Huntington, and like her parents, Jeff and Joyce, she met her husband Corey here and is studying elementary education. It is now my pleasure to invite Jessica to the microphone to share some remarks with you. Following Jessica's address, we will be pleased to hear from Bryce, this year's valedictorian. Jessica?
Thank you. In the animated film Zootopia, Judy Hopps, a young farm bunny, dreams of becoming a police officer. Despite her small size, the tauntings of her peers, and even the doubts of her parents, Judy decides to take a leap of faith, and she moves to the city where she plans to fulfill her dream. After many failures and a lot of hard work, she finally qualifies to become a police officer. Snow College graduates of 2017, I am sure that you've had similar experiences to Judy Hopps throughout your life. Whether it's overcoming failure or working to accomplish something difficult, you've done it and you've made it this far. So congratulations. It is my hope that each of us will not let the things that we've learned here at Snow fall by the wayside. And I'm not talking about the facts and figures learned in any college class. I am talking about the lessons you have learned that last much, much longer. My message today is about the importance of embracing new and daunting situations on the quest to becoming a greater you. I vividly remember the paralyzing fear that hit me when Professor Wallace announced that my first assignment in personal and consumer management was to post a video of myself telling my viewers the short and long-term goals I plan to complete. I thought I would surely die of fright in completing that assignment because I am not a videogenic girl. I also remember the time I spent locked away in my room practicing speeches for Melinda Biergard's interpersonal communications class. I had to memorize my speech well enough that when my heart seemed to be beating outside of my chest as I stood in front of my peers, it wouldn't beat the words right out of my mind, too. Professor Marsing's psychology class caused major butterflies to take flight in my stomach each time I prepared for and anticipated our unit tests. You see, unlike many of my high school teachers and previous college professors, Professor Marsing doesn't give his students study guides for his tests. That job is left to the students taking the test. Looking back at these experiences has broadened my perspective. Due to that seemingly terrible assignment from Professor Wallace, I completed every single goal that I had stated in my video. I also learned how helpful accountability is in achieving goals. In giving speeches for Professor Biergard's class, I grew in my public speaking abilities, and I came to appreciate the contributions of my classmates and professors much more. And because I was forced to make my own study guides in psychology, I developed more effective study strategies which have helped me as I have continued my education. Daunting situations can be easier to stomach when they are thrust upon us by someone else, especially when they come with a consequence and a due date. Now, teachers can provide such situations for us, but sadly, we won't have teachers forever. The true test in learning is whether or not we embrace what we have learned and to continue to use these stretching opportunities on our own. Matthew Sanders, author of the book Becoming a Learner, writes this: "Don't shy away from doing hard things. Even though hard work can't always be graded, your efforts will always pay off in terms of who you are becoming. What have your fearful experiences at Snow taught you? Will you let those lessons you've learned fade away? Or will you allow them to transform you? Are you committed to becoming a lifelong learner and dream seeker?" Let me tell you the story in the words of Scott Wyatt, a former president of Snow College. When I was about 8 years old, my father and I went on our first overnight hike into the mountains above our home in Cache Valley. I remember having unbounded energy at the beginning of our hike. Eventually, my little legs became tired and I started dragging myself along, barely keeping up. My backpack, which weighed almost nothing, started to feel incredibly heavy. The ridge way up above seemed forever distant and impossible to reach. My exuberance of the morning turned into exhaustion of the afternoon, and my exhaustion into discouragement. I realized I would never make it. I was just too small and too tired to get to the top. I was ready to give up. My father had taken other little boys up this trail before, and he knew exactly what to do. He distracted me. He diverted my mind from the seemingly impossible summit task and focused my attention on short, easy goals. "Can we sit down?" I asked. He looked up the trail and said enthusiastically, "Sure, but first look at that tree up there. That looks like a great place to rest." The tree wasn't so far up the trail, and I knew I could walk that short distance, and so we continued on. Upon reaching the tree, my father looked further down the trail and said with a great smile, "Look at that large rock up there. Let's go take a look at that." And so, thinking only of the rock, I moved on up. When we arrived at the limestone boulder, he said, "I wonder what we can see from the bend in the trail just up ahead. I'll bet there's a great view of the valley from there. Do you want to go see?" And on we went, one small goal after the next, forgetting the big, impossible task way up ahead. And before I knew it, we were standing on the summit ridge. I had it in me all along. To get there, all my father had to do was help me stop thinking about the overwhelming task that made me discouraged and help me focus on small, achievable goals. With his help, I walked further than I imagined possible. I will never forget what I learned from my father on that trail. It has become my life's metaphor. As I grow older, my hikes have become longer and my summits more challenging. What I learned that day applies in every aspect of my life. Sometimes, even today, when I am overwhelmed by a project at work or at home, I draw a connection with what I learned as an 8-year-old on that mountain trail with my dad. I identify simple, little goals. I sometimes even talk to myself. Scott, I whisper, look at that large rock up there. Let's go take a look at it. I know I can walk that far, and on I go. My advice to you, as well as to myself, is to try new things and work to achieve your dreams. If fear or fatigue comes to call in the process, choose that reachable rock or tree ahead as the next goal you can achieve. And like Scott Wyatt, you will discover that those smaller goals will take you to the peak of your mountains. If you do this, days, weeks, and even years down the road, you'll look back and discover that your experiences have shaped you in some significant way. Author Roy T. Bennett has said, when you start living the life of your dreams, there will always be obstacles, doubters, mistakes, and setbacks along the way. But with hard work, perseverance, and self-belief, there is no limit to what you can achieve.
Snow College, class of 2017, congratulations. You guys have earned your degrees through a lot of hard work, homework, studying, tests, and for some of you, through the shedding of many tears. And for all of that, y'all deserve a lot of recognition. First off, I'd like to thank all of you. I have so many amazing friends here at Snow College. I think we all do. I don't know what I would have done without them here. It's the great people here at Snow College that make this little tiny mini college in the middle of nowhere so great. I would also like to thank the amazing staff and teachers for all the time and effort they've put into helping all of us get here. And lastly, most importantly, I'd like to thank my parents. It's them that's got me here today, solely them. So the purpose of what I have to say to you guys today is not just to congratulate you. You've simply completed one step on an endless journey. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, 46.6% of Americans aged 25 through 45 have earned an associate's degree or higher also. And for those of you here who have earned your bachelor's degree, 36.2% of Americans have also earned their bachelor's degree or higher. As my friend Tom Olson put it, graduates are not unicorns. So if you aren't some unique and sought-after being now that you are a graduate, what good is your degree and what you learned here at Snow? Well, I would say that all depends on what you do with it. You've taken this step forward on your journey. Now where are you going to go? Or in other words, what are you going to do with the knowledge, wisdom, experience, and relationships that you've built here at Snow College? Are you just going to hit the de-junk button to empty your brain? Because you won't need all of this stuff anymore? Or has that, has your won't need that anymore mentality set in? Please don't do that. I would like for each of you to take everything you learned and gained here at Snow College and use it to become the best you. Our journey has just begun. Tim Cork, an expert in leadership development, said, "The greatest gift you can give to you is being the best you. The greatest gift you can give to your friends is being the best you." Now, I bet I know what a bunch of you are thinking right now. So tell me, what is the best me like? My answer to that would be I have absolutely no clue. I don't know what the best Joe or Austin or Courtney is like, but what I do know is what the best Bryce is like. I do know what I want to become. Somewhere deep down inside of each of you, you know what the best you is like, and as you become that person, you will continue to discover and learn more about who that person is. Becoming the best you is going to require constant work and change and learning about yourself. Now, I want to clarify real fast. When I say becoming the best you, that doesn't necessarily mean you will need or will become the most rich or famous person you can. I want to live in the middle of nowhere and be a dirt farmer. So I'm talking about becoming the kind of person who cares, the kind of person who puts forth their best effort, who has a good attitude, the kind of person that other people want to be around and be like. I'm talking about the best you that in your own way makes the world a better place. I grew up on a farm in the southwest side of the Gunnison Valley in an area called Clarion. Technically, it's a ghost town abandoned by its Jewish settlers in the early 1900s due to a lack of water and the extremely rocky soil that makes farming there very difficult. Growing up, one of my least favorite jobs on the farm was picking rocks out of the fields every time we tilled the ground. Picking rocks is a never-ending job. Every time we till a field, more rocks show up. Sometimes I wondered if we were growing rocks or crops. Taking the rocks out of the field, though, is one of the most important jobs we do in preparing the fields to be planted. If the rocks weren't removed and we tried to plant, the rocks would break the planter and prevent the seeds from going into the ground. Now, farming can always be related to life, and this case is no exception. Your life is the field. The rocks represent the things you need to remove from your life to be the best you, perhaps a bad attitude or habit. The seeds you plant represent the good things that you will place in your life to become the best you, such as friendships or knowledge we gain. It's a never-ending process. As you till more to plant more seeds, you will continue to dig up more rocks that must be removed. To be honest, sometimes this process can be quite discouraging, especially when you may discover a very large rock that you will have to remove. As Gary Allan says in one of my favorite country songs, life ain't always beautiful, but it's a beautiful ride. Just remember, the bigger the rock you remove, the more good you can plant in its place. In the end, you will find that this process is actually very rewarding and satisfying. We're all going to be starting a new step in our journey now. For many of us, that means leaving Ephraim and Snow College and all the things we have come to love here. Friends, the mountains, the small town feel, Western swing, the Ephraim Walmart, traffic jams caused by tractors or herds of sheep and cows, and of course, the smell of manure and turkeys. We've all made many great memories here we will never forget. I'll never forget the fun I had on field trips for Jay Olson's ag classes and Professor Gordillo's soil class. The time Lauren got assigned a new seat for turning around and talking to us too much in English. As you know, for college students, we have self-assigned seats, so that's a big deal. Or the time the poor girls in apartment 18 Pine Tree woke up on a Monday morning to find a bunch of Tweety birds flying around in their apartment. If you asked them what the biggest thing they learned here at Snow College was, they would probably tell you it was to never start a prank war with a farmer. But I'm proud to be representing Sanpete County, be here from Sanpete County. I was looking up, and out of the last 6 valedictorians here at Snow College, 5 of us have been from Sanpete County, and 3 of us have been from the Gunnison Valley, including my older sister, actually, so it's a great place. But lastly, anyways, I want each of you to remember and value all that you have learned here. We each have a lot of life and potential ahead of us, a lot of rocks to pick, and a lot of seeds to plant. So as you take this new step in your journey, make your life, the lives of those around you, your community, and even the world a better place by becoming the best you.
Great representation of the 2017 class, wonderful remarks and terrific advice. Jessica and Bryce, would you please come back to the podium, please, and join me here? Jessica, we have this keepsake for you for your achievements and your remarks today. And Bryce, also for you. So thank you very much. Today, we are proud to recognize the following faculty members who have reached significant mileposts and advancements in their professional careers. I invite the following faculty to stand and remain standing until all of the names are read. I will say the faculty's member's name and the achievement as they have that they have reached as a member of the faculty here at Snow College. So, Ted Hinckley has been advanced to a level on the professional track. Stacy McKiff has been advanced to the rank of associate professor, and Cheryl Brodero is receiving the rank of full professor. Cindy Alder, Janalee Jeffrey, and Greg Wright have been granted tenure status as faculty members at Snow College. Please recognize their outstanding achievements. Thank you. Each year, 2 awards for outstanding professional performance here by faculty and staff at Snow College are given at these commencement exercises. This year, we are proud to recognize Kathleen Hansen and Cheryl Brodero, and would like to invite Kathleen to join me here at the microphone. Kathleen? Now let me tell you about Kathleen. Listen closely to both of these recognitions. Kathleen is this year's recipient of the J. Elliott and Maxine Cameron Award for Service. Now, Kathleen came to Snow College in 1978 and has served in many different capacities in both the music and theater departments. She directed the Ascension Choir for 22 years and has helped produce over 150 shows in the theater department. Whether she is the musical director, accompanist, makeup artist, wardrobe supervisor, or costume designer, one thing is constant, and that is Kathleen's willingness to do whatever she is asked to do and to do it well. Kathleen has been referred to as the glue that held everything together in times of limited resources, and she has been a mentor to countless students. Thank you and congratulations, Kathleen. Cheryl, would you please join me? There you are. Cheryl is this year's recipient of the Jesse Matson Brady Teaching Award. She came to Snow College in 2001 from Penn State University and immediately began to broaden the cultural experiences of students learning foreign languages here at the college. She is known and recognized as an innovative teacher and the normally, I just heard this, normally quiet Dr. Brodero, and quote, comes to life in front of a classroom as she leads her students through the intricacies of the French and Italian languages. Her students say, and I quote, Madame Boudreau is a delight. I wish I could say that in French. I barely got it out in English, so And she has genuine interest in every student, and I can personally attest to that. Always ready to help, she has taught classes for the TESL department and is currently developing IVC courses, interactive video courses for high school students. Congratulations, Cheryl Boudreau, and thank you for your devotion to Snow College students. Now we shall be pleased to hear a special musical presentation by the Snow College Wind Symphony, Mambo from West Side Story. This piece is a lively showcase of the many talents of our music students. Our music program is outstanding, and we're proud of their accomplishments. Dr. Fulmer. Wow, I wanted to dance on the platform. However, I wanted everyone to stay. Aren't they magnificent? Just absolutely magnificent. Now it is my honor to present this year's honorary degrees. The special purpose of awarding an honorary degree is, and I quote, to recognize someone who has achieved distinction and made unusual contributions in their professional field, higher education in general, or to a specific educational institution, and also to bring honor to both the recipient and the institution. Today, that's the end of the quote, today we are pleased to confer this degree on 4 very deserving and outstanding distinguished individuals. As I confer these degrees, I invite you to read the Stoddards and the Coxes biographies in your program on pages 6 and 7. All 4 of these incredible individuals, and I do mean incredible, are graduates of Snow College. Mark and LeAnn, would you please join me at the podium? Mark is the president and CEO of the Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi and is chairman of the Rural Health Group, chairman of the Rural Health Care Foundation, and president of Rural Health Management Corporation. He also serves as a member of the Utah State Board of Regents. LeAnn currently serves as the president of the Snow College Foundation Board. She is heavily involved with volunteering for various civic, church, educational, and political organizations, including the Rural Health Care Foundation. LeAnn has said that serving her family is the best job that she could ask for. She and Mark are the proud parents of 4 children, all of whom have graduated from Snow College, including their youngest son, Robert, who will graduate today. And the Stoddards, who reside in Nephi, generously give their time, resources to bless the lives of Snow College students. They were recently recognized in Washington, D.C. with the prestigious Benefactor Award from the Council of Resource Development, a national recognition. Now, on a personal note, I've known the Stoddards for some time, and I know that they deeply love Snow College. They're quick to defer any praise or recognition, and when invited to receive these degrees, the reaction, the response was what I would have predicted, and that is, why us? Well, I think we all know why them. They are also some of the college's strongest supporters and advocates. So Mark and LeAnn, on behalf of Snow College, the Board of Trustees, the faculty and staff, we are honored today to present these honorary degrees of humane letters to you. Chair Alder, would you please join me in presenting these awards? LeAnn, to you, and Mark, to you. And now, if you'll put them. Terrific, and congratulations. Mark and LeAnn have family members seated in the audience. Would you all stand who are with the Stoddard family and be recognized? Would invite your response if you would like.
Oh, thank you so much. Snow College means so much to the Stoddard family. It's something that I was adopted into when I met Mark, but we love this institution, and I just want to say to each one of you graduates today, this is a foundation that Mark and I had a very, very long time ago, and sometimes it doesn't seem that long ago. So I hope that each of you can take this foundation that you've been given to, well, that you've earned today, and just reach for the stars. We never thought that we could be in a position like this. And I just look out at each of you young faces, and I think that's pretty awesome. You all can be there too and be successful. And congratulations to all of you, and thank you so much for this honor.
I'll only take just a moment and thank all my friends, honestly, from Board of Regents to Commissioner Bueller, the trustees and President Carlston and Janet, and all the other faculty and staff here at Snow College. You're looking at a product of not only Snow College, but Utah system of higher education. For better or worse, I'm here. And I want to thank for some very patient and understanding professors through the years, to coaches and the music department that I was involved in. I couldn't be more grateful and more appreciative of individuals that make a difference. And to all of you, thank you. Certainly to Snow College and everything that's given to me. And lastly, but not least, to my parents who did honestly all the heavy lifting, and we've been the recipients of all their hard work, and appreciate not only what my father and mother did for Snow, but what Snow gave to them and to each one of us. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Mark and LeAnn. Congratulations. Very well deserved. We're so excited to be able to recognize you today. Abby and Lieutenant Governor, would you join me at the podium? The Coxes do their support also in supporting the college from the state capitol and from Fairview. Isn't Fairview the state capitol?
Sometimes.
We're all from Fairview, so it's an inside joke. Spencer, as he serves as Utah's Lieutenant Governor, and Abby, as she enrolls their children in private music lessons here on campus. Abby and Spencer both attended junior high and high school together, and they are both Snow College Badgers. Abby graduated from Utah State University with a degree in special education and is active in her community through involvement in the PTA, church youth groups, and service to the homeless. Abby's primary role is raising the Cox's 4 active children and partners with Spencer in public service. Spencer has served as the mayor and city council member of Fairview, and also as a Sanpete County commissioner and in the Utah House of Representatives. Prior to his current position, the Lieutenant Governor practiced law and was the vice president and general counsel for Centricom. Now he serves as the Lieutenant Governor and the Chief Election Officer of the state of Utah and is the liaison between the governor and the legislature. What impresses me greatly about this accomplished couple is their commitment to faith and family. Like the Stoddards, when they were invited to receive this recognition, they too deferred and said, "Why us?" The mark of 4 very humble and well-deserving and strong-serving people being recognized today. The Lieutenant Governor commutes from their home in Fairview every day to Salt Lake City, to the capital, so that his family can reap the rewards of living in rural Utah. Abby manages the children's activities at home with the help of extended family and joins her husband when duty calls, which I assume is quite often. So they purposefully work together to do what needs to be done. And some days that means that Lieutenant Governor Cox rushes home just in time to see their daughter's dance recital or another child's activity, and Abby jots down an outline for the next speech that the Lieutenant Governor will deliver. Together they serve their family, their church, their state, and their alma mater, Snow College, is proud of them and what they do and what they continue to do. Spencer and Abby, on behalf of the Snow College Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, and administration, we are honored to present these honorary degrees of humane letters to you, both Spencer and Abby, and hope you'll find a prominent place in the Capitol, in Fairview, and Salt Lake to display them on your walls. So, Chair Alder, would you join me again in presenting these awards? Thank you. Spencer and Abby also have family. Would you stand, Cox family? What a privilege to be able to recognize 4 of Snow College's own. Now, Spencer and Abby are going to jointly speak to us today. And so I would like to invite them to the podium, and we look forward to hearing your remarks. Lieutenant Governor and Abby, it's all yours.
President Carlston, thank you for that very gracious introduction. And I would also like to thank Jessica and Bryce for their incredible speeches today. You were amazing, you really were. Thank you. Bryce, I thought we were the only ones that hauled rocks on our farm, and so I'm glad to know we're not alone. And I've heard about the rule about never starting a land war in Asia, but never starting a prank war with a farmer is a close second. So that was fantastic, thank you. But first things first, congratulations to the class of 2017. You actually made it. Congratulations. Today is your day, and you definitely deserve this. Now, this might be a little awkward. We've actually never spoken together at the podium at the same time like this. But ladies and gentlemen, we are incredibly humbled and honored to be with you on this very special day. I would say that this is a dream come true for me, but that would be a lie. I never imagined I would get a chance to come back to Snow College in this capacity, and quite frankly, neither did anyone else who knew me when I was here at Snow. This is even a more special day for me because I graduated mid-year and never got an opportunity to walk at graduation with my fellow classmates. Being on campus again this morning, we walked around together, the memories just came flooding back. This is a very, very special place. Even if you don't realize it now, many of you will soon learn what one of my Utah State professors told me, that every year, without exception, her best students were Snow College graduates. I will forever be grateful for my time here at Snow and the lessons I learned that prepared me for my future.
Speaking of dreams, as a girl I used to dream of being married to someone famous, like Carl Malone. But instead, I ended up with the Lieutenant Governor. Like Spencer, I'm overwhelmingly excited to be back here on campus with you today. Snow College holds a very special place in our families. I come from a family of 10 kids, and my husband comes from a family of 8 kids, and all 18 siblings, yes, all 18 attended Snow College. my time at Snow was one of the highlights of my life. I learned more about myself and the world around me than I ever thought possible. And I definitely had some fun along the way.
I feel like I need to clarify that fun remark just a little bit. Even though we started dating in high school, we actually did not attend Snow College at the same time. I'm a year older than Abby and was a missionary in Mexico during the 2 years she was here on campus. Now, I can't be sure how many guys she dated during the time that I was gone, but a couple of years ago, I found myself seated next to a gentleman in a meeting. As we made small talk, he learned that I was from Sanpete County and attended Snow College. He asked me if I happened to know an Abby Palmer. When I said that I did, he told me how great she was, and I agreed, and that he dated her shortly after her missionary left. It turns out there is only one true Badger in our family, and it's definitely not me. She likely will never speak with me again in this manner. When we were asked to speak at this commencement, we immediately thought back to our own graduations and the incredible speakers we listened to and the valuable lessons they taught us. And then we realized we couldn't actually remember any of the speakers or really anything they said. And we quickly concluded that you probably won't remember us or anything we say either. But we're going to go ahead and finish anyway, if that's okay. I am pretty sure I vaguely remember all of those other speakers starting with an inspirational quote. And so let me begin with a quote from Winston Churchill. If you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip away?
I think that was Eminem.
My bad. That was indeed Eminem. But Winston Churchill said something. Winston Churchill said something very similar, I promise. Listen, and you'll agree. To each there comes in their lifetime a special moment when they are figuratively tapped on the shoulder and offered the chance to do a very special thing, unique to them and fitted to their talents. What a tragedy if that moment finds them unprepared or unqualified for that which could have been their finest hour.
We believe that this is true for each of you, and we desperately hope you will be prepared for your finest hour. And so today, we want to share with you the 5 lessons that we probably learned at our graduations, but can't remember, and that someday you will wish you could remember too.
The first lesson is the importance of lifelong learning, as Jessica already shared with us. A few weeks ago, I was talking with a friend who was approaching the end of his career. The discussion soon veered towards education and its value to society. When I graduated from college, he said, I left with all the knowledge I would need for the first 30 to 40 years of my career. Think about that for a second. We marveled at that statement. Today's students, you are lucky to graduate with enough knowledge for the first few years of a career or to even have just one career. Because of the pace of technological advancement is changing so rapidly, many of the jobs you seek now could cease to exist in the very near future. The threat of automation and robotization is no longer the stuff of fantasy novels. It is happening all around us. What we need now more than ever is a generation of lifelong learners. But never fear, because Snow College isn't just in the business of educating you. It is also in the business of making you future-proof. In fact, Snow believes so much in the continuation of learning that they are forcing you to learn until the very last possible moment before receiving your diploma. One last assignment, one last test, something 99% of Utahns will never know, the name of Utah's Lieutenant Governor. Remember that far more important than what you learned here is how you learned here. You see, learning how to learn is the most important skill you will possess in the future economy. But you must never look at your degree as the end. Instead, always endeavor to make this the beginning of a life of learning.
The second lesson is to learn and appreciate the values of hard work and hard things. Growing up on a farm where we had to milk the cow, feed cows, horses, and sheep, cut, bale, and haul hay, and move irrigation pipe every day, hard work was part of survival. But it wasn't until I came to Snow College that I understood just how far those lessons could take me. Nothing prepares you better for the tedium of a human phys final, better than docking hundreds of lambs. If you don't know what that is, ask a sheep rancher. It didn't take me long at Snow College to realize that I wasn't the best and smartest student on campus, but I soon learned that I could work harder than anybody else. And so I did. Every morning, I would get up early, go to classes, then work 4 hours each afternoon in the purchasing office because I had to pay my own way. And then I would go to the library and study all night, often until they kicked me out. I'd go home, fall into bed, and do it all over again the next day. Over time, my confidence increased, and I realized that I could do anything I put my mind to. Make no mistake, earning your degree is hard work, and it is a hard thing. Also, sitting in these seats listening to a politician is a hard thing. Trust me, I know. But you have earned this diploma, and nothing can take that away from you, whatever your future holds. Never forget the long classes and late nights and stressful finals. You can do hard things.
The third lesson is that of kindness in everything. While this may sound obvious, the world is constantly trying to convince us that almost everything is a binary choice. Virtually every day, in politics or social issues, we are faced with false choices. Either you love minorities and hate cops, or you are a racist and love cops. Either you are religious or you support the LGBTQ community, but never both. Please don't listen to this logic. As Admiral Akbar would say, it's a trap. It's nice to know we have some geeks in this room. You're my people. In almost every situation, there is a third option, and that option usually involves service and kindness. But I don't need to teach you this lesson, because you're already living it. You see, there is a little controversy here in E-Town over the future of a mobile home park that has become blighted and an eyesore over time. There is a great deal of debate over closing the property and the effect that would have on its residents, some of the most disadvantaged and vulnerable in the community. While there are absolutely valid and passionate arguments on both sides of the issue, a group of Snow College students decided there might be another way. And so a few days ago, and you know who you are, dozens of you showed up to clean up. Taking a break from finals, you held fundraisers and volunteered your time and resources to pick up garbage, spread gravel, and beautify the area. The football team even showed up to help. In a moment, you reminded us that empathy, kindness, and service can literally change lives and solve problems. Our country needs more of this. Our country needs more of you. We need it desperately, and we need it now. Thank you for your light and your kindness and your service.
One of the most humbling experiences we have had since being in this office is the chance to meet the Dalai Lama. He said, if you are honest, truthful, and transparent, people trust you. If people trust you, you have no grounds for fear, suspicion, and jealousy. Let me tell you of an early struggle I had with honesty. When I was young, we had a spunky yet gentle quarter horse who was part of the family. Her name was Hershey Bar. For whatever reason, she was never able to have colts that lived to maturity. Finally, she gave us a colt we called Chrissy. She was a beautiful mare that was as spunky as her mom. She was my dad's prized horse. He spent countless hours training her. When she was about 4 years old, she got colic. As this can be fatal in horses, they rushed her to the vet and gave her treatment. The night they brought her home, my dad asked me to go out and feed her. It was late and it was cold and dark, and I did not want to go out and do this. So I put on my coat and kind of wandered around outside for a while and then came in not having fed the sick horse. The next morning we went out to the barn and my dad's Chrissy was dead. I know now that it wasn't my fault that she died, but I can tell you that my 12-year-old self knew I had killed my dad's beautiful horse. I'm ashamed to say that it was years later that I finally confessed my secret. The fourth lesson that should guide our lives is honesty. Always be true to yourself and others.
The last lesson is my favorite part. It's also the part that I didn't let my wife see when we were writing this, and I hope she forgives me for sharing. The fifth lesson is to fall in love with someone that makes you a better you. And then fall in love all over again and again and again. This is where I tell you when my wife is really up here. I know what some of you might be thinking. Oh, that's so sweet of the Lieutenant Governor to have his wife come up and speak with him. He'll probably say something like, behind every great man, there is a better woman. Well, we don't have that kind of relationship, as you can tell. In fact, if you say that to my wife, she might punch you in the face. Abby has never been behind me in any way. No, I wanted you to hear from my wife because she is one of the most amazing and inspirational human beings you will ever meet. Abby got her degree in special education with a dual emphasis in early childhood and severe. Let me assure you that there is a special place in heaven for people with this degree. However, she made a decision to stay at home and raise our 4 children while sacrificing to support my career. Now, let me be clear, this was a conscious and well-informed choice by a very talented person. A few years ago, she began to feel inspired promptings. Now, whether you believe in God or karma or that the universe is simply conspiring in your favor, I hope you believe there is something out there bigger and more important than you. That something, like Winston Churchill said, figuratively tapped Abby on the shoulder and asked her to do a great, big, hard, crazy, scary thing. But first, some background. I have a sister that was born with an illness known as cystic fibrosis. Although treatments are improving, there is still no cure. While many people with this disease never have children, my sister was very fortunate to give birth to a girl 12 years ago. However, because of her weakened state and reduced lung function, the pregnancy nearly killed her. A few years later, she and her husband felt strongly that they were going to be parents again. They were crushed, however, when the doctor told her that another pregnancy was simply a death sentence. That's when Abby got her tap on the shoulder. No one asked her. She just knew. It was a long, trying, and unbelievably difficult process for her. There were legalities, complications, bed rest, and more miracles than we will ever be able to count. But through the advancements of modern medicine, Abby became what is known as a gestational carrier for my sister and her husband. After almost losing the baby several times during 8 excruciating months, and a few weeks earlier than expected, Abby gave birth to a tiny little boy that wasn't hers. Lawson is now 7 years old and just finishing kindergarten. A rambunctious little boy that lights up every room. Even though I lived it with her, I can't begin to imagine or describe the physical, mental, and emotional pain this decision had on her. But I also can't completely describe the positive and inspirationally life-changing impact her sacrifice has had on our family and those that know her and Lawson. You see, too often in this world we celebrate athletes and politicians and celebrities when some of the greatest and most inspiring stories go unnoticed and untold. I see it every day in hospitals and homeless shelters, in classrooms and care centers across our great state. I see it in my own home, and I'm the luckiest man alive.
And so, now it is your turn, class of 2017. We know you won't remember what we said today, but what we say doesn't matter nearly as much as what you do. You are a unique and talented generation. Make no mistake, your tap on the shoulder is coming when you get, or better yet, make that chance to do a very special thing. We will be watching. We have no doubt that because of your experience here at Snow College, you will be prepared and qualified for that which is sure to be your finest hour. Thank you and congratulations.
I suspect that you will remember what was said at this graduation by all of our speakers and who spoke. So sincere, and thank you very much, Lieutenant Governor and Abby. I have just one offering for you. There's still time to become a true Badger. We'll see you at midnight at the tower, in the full moon. Before Vice President Hood officially presents the class of 2017, I'd like to tell you a little bit about Snow College. Established in 1888 through great sacrifice here on the Ephraim campus, Snow College has two campuses, one here in Ephraim and in Richfield. It has grown from a very small group of people who felt that something needed to happen for the education of their children to today's enrollments of 5,350 students. To put that in context, when my wife Janet and I attended Snow College, there were 900 students total, and the college continues to grow. It is a two-year institution, and by way of success, over a 5-year period, Snow College either graduates or students transfer successfully 75% of the students who attend. You see, I've told you about our great faculty and staff and the support that they provide, but it's completion. It's getting you there. And for those of you who are here today, you're joining a great group of young people who have completed and moved on to continuing their education. We are a 2-year institution, but we have 2 4-year degrees. These degrees are commercial music and a newly approved computer software engineering degree that will begin this fall 2017, in the new Graham Science Center located on the southwest corner of campus. As you might happen to pass, you might want to look at that construction. We're very, very proud of our students, all of our faculty and staff, and this college. It continues to serve. At the opening, I said to you, the spirit of Snow is strong. I believe that you have felt that spirit today. Now let me tell you a little bit about these students as they graduate. The majors that most students have declared, other than general studies, include nursing, business, music, engineering, and art. The average age of our graduating class is 22 years old, with the youngest being just 17 years old, and the oldest 56 years old. 40% of you are female and, let's flip that. 40% of you are male, and 60% of our graduating class are female. Way to lead the way. The college is pleased to serve our region, which includes the 6-county central Utah region of the counties of Sanpete, Sevier, Juab, Paiute, Millard, and Wayne counties. And we have students represented from all of those counties. But in addition to our service region, listen to places that students come from to attend Snow College. 28 of the counties in Utah are represented. There are 14 different states that students have come to us from, 14 foreign nations, including Japan, Australia, and Brazil. Now, you may have seen some of the colored ribbons and other decorations on the robes of students. Students wearing colored ribbons today earned a GPA of at least 3.5 or higher this past fall semester. Please note that the description of these colored ribbons are found in your program. Also in your program, you will see honors program and service scholar graduates listed, along with our new certificate of proficiency in the GIS program. Each honors program graduate has taken at least 12 honors credits and written a 15 to 20 page thesis. They also participate in service projects each semester. For all of your accomplishments, we say congratulations, sincerely congratulations, to our graduating class of 2017. In a word, you are awesome, and congratulations. And now, the official proclamation, the official wording in order to legally award you your degrees. By the authority granted to Snow College under the laws of Utah and by the authority of the State Board of Regents, students who have completed 2 years of satisfactory college study are awarded the associate degree. These degrees are in the areas of arts, science, nursing, business, engineering, and applied science. In addition to the associate degree, diplomas and certificates of completion are awarded to students who have completed these requirements. Students completing 4 years degree of satisfactory college study are awarded a bachelor's degree. Candidates for degrees, diplomas, and certificates will be presented by Dr. Steve Hood, Vice President for Academic Affairs.
Candidates for Bachelor of Music, with emphasis in commercial music, Associate of Art, Associate of Science, Associate of Pre-Engineering, Associate of Science Business, Associate of Science Nursing, Associate of Applied Science, diplomas and certificates of completion, please stand. President Carlston and members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty, I present the candidates for bachelor degree, associate degrees, diplomas, and certificates. These candidates have completed all requirements for these awards, and the candidacy has been approved by the faculty and the board. I recommend that these degrees be awarded to them.
Graduates, you have fulfilled all the requirements for the appropriate bachelor degree, associate degree, diploma, or certificate of completion and have been recommended by the faculty and the Board of Trustees for graduation. By virtue of the authority invested in the Utah State Board of Regents and then delegated to me, I confer upon you the appropriate degree.
Graduates, please be seated and we'll introduce you row by row. Brittany A. Martis.
Shania S. Hamlin, summa cum laude.
Rachel Harden.
Emma E. Harris.
Austin P. Francis.
Angela Rice.
Julianne K. Orton.
Shelby S. Cameron.
Angela Arnoldson.
Ashley C. Olson.
Kylie Dixon Morel, summa cum laude. Ashley Dixon Morrell, excuse me.
Clarissa A. Page.
Brittany A. Boucher.
Keaton J. Borstra.
Alex W. Lynch.
Tanner R. Livingston.
Alexandra Gomez.
Madeline B. Hadley.
Travis D. Stubbs.
Brinley Kimball.
Cody H. Kimball.
Alexander Hill.
Megan E. Shipley.
Tori Hall.
Aaron Farish, summa cum laude.
Matthew R. Harris.
Tiana M. Rowley.
Rocky Spiker.
Curtis A. Harrison.
Garrett D. Christensen, summa cum laude.
Amanda L. Johansson.
Kayla E. Rollins. Alex T. Curtis, summa cum laude.
Liam Brazel.
Rachel J. Carlson, summa cum laude.
Brianna C. Borst.
Yumiko Sakoda.
Seiya Tazoe.
Juna Hamajo.
Nako Arakawa.
Chiharu Kojima.
Gustavo A. Huerta.
Caitlin O. Human.
Haley A. Williams.
Lavinia Fonua.
Abigail M. Bate.
Natalie Clausen.
Jenny Nielsen.
Rosa I. Martinez.
Kendra B. Birmingham, summa cum laude.
Beatriz Ramirez. Colton D. Michalik.
Kirsten M. Luthi, summa cum laude.
Alyssa M. Olson.
Marcos Villarreal.
Jackson Porter.
Logan B. Lipscomb.
John N. Penasini.
We'll hold up for just a second. Natalie L. Atkinson.
Byron P. Petrus.
Connor H. Toon, summa cum laude.
Noble B. Kelch.
Pamela J. Mathern.
Emily Kidman.
Kira Jacobson, summa cum laude.
Easton A. Whitaker.
Nora Johnston.
Sarah L. Erickson.
Jake Gary Orton, summa cum laude.
Mandy Lynn Orton.
Rebecca L. Swain.
Kylie M. Iniguez.
Moroni Iniguez.
Kaylee N. Arrington. That's what I need to talk to.
Natalie Blaylock, summa cum laude.
Braxton M. Young.
Morgan A. Whittier.
Ashley M. Nielsen.
Dustin Nielsen, summa cum laude.
Taylor N. Christensen.
Jerica N. Bentley.
Skylar W. Stanworth.
Rebecca A. Reed, summa cum laude.
Nicholas L. Trotter.
Hannah C. Stevenson, summa cum laude.
Noel J. Olson.
Isabel H. Burge.
Michael W. Southwick.
Berkeley D. Blackburn, summa cum laude.
Jessie Ann Harris, summa cum laude.
Ian R. Clark.
Rebecca A. Hostines.
Elizabeth Jukes.
Oh boy. Cassie L. Christensen.
Dallin M. Larson.
Rachel K. Wood.
Ann Pugh.
Sylvia A. Whitlock, summa cum laude.
Madeline Carlton.
Brandy Z. Hansen. Good job.
Charity D. Flake, summa cum laude.
McKenna D. Anderson.
Ashley Bushman.
Colin B. Rasmussen.
Megan M. Meekum.
Ramsey. Braden J. Ramsey.
Michaela J. Jackson.
Stephanie A. Marquez.
Eduardo Navarro.
Adam H. Vandertoren.
Savannah B. Franson.
Heber Martin Velez.
Brittany N. Thorne.
Nathan D. Bradshaw, summa cum laude.
Oh, Shanath. Ashley L. Shanath. Summa cum laude.
Riley J. Schaefer.
Clayton R. Hansen.
Elias G. Malone.
Samantha Olson, summa cum laude.
Kimber E. Taylor.
Winder. Mason D. Winder.
Jason M. Wente.
Adriano Valetti.
Tony L. Healy.
Reagan B. Ivans.
Emily J. Robb.
Lindsay A. North.
Corey G. Childs.
Lauren Keller Christensen.
Colton R. Nielsen, summa cum laude.
Haley D. Kelsch, summa cum laude.
Jacob S. Smith.
Chad S. Keith.
Logan Dykes.
Haley L. Broadbent.
Cassidy Barker.
Abby R. Branch.
Allison Avery, summa cum laude.
Eloisa Morando.
Michael Andrew Sanchez.
Jacob Ray Bateman.
Jennifer D. Palmer.
Katie R. Michelson.
Michaela N. Swanabelt.
Hallie M. Warner.
Abby J. Harrison.
Whitney Kennison.
Cassandra Tapia.
Robert M. Stoddard.
Nathan B. Spilker.
Jamie Pierce.
Mackenzie Palmer.
Andrea V. Roosh.
McKenna R. Anderson.
Juliet V. Tuino.
Jessica Faye Gunderson.
Jamie A. Collard.
Mackenzie Blackwell.
Brody J. Blackwell.
Ryan J. Brewer.
Sierra S. Weiss.
Oleana Tuaitanu.
Haley B. Larson.
Bailey A. Robinette.
JC L. Nordell.
Brenna P. Brotherson.
Madison W. Wilson.
Landon Randall.
Kennedy S. Franks.
Dallin Carter.
Kelton L. Pritchard.
Jorge Chavez.
Kristen Van Leeuwen.
Taylor L. Boswell.
Taylor J. Soper.
Sarah Berry.
Kaylee R. Wells Gomez.
Joshua A. Murphy.
Garrett S. Crosgrove.
Brooke N. House.
Marin A. McAllister.
Tierney Haig.
Christine Peckham.
Henry R. Johnson.
Cole J. Diamond.
Heather K. Reed, summa cum laude.
Stephen Taylor Ray.
Jordan J. Louder.
Sierra N. Stokes.
Kaylee J. Jackman, summa cum laude.
Megan Belen Stevens.
Deanna A. Blake.
Lilani D. Davis.
Julia K. Hammond, summa cum laude.
Aaron F. Lofgren.
Miguel Ramirez.
Benjamin L. Jones.
Jace J. Riley.
Kelsey C. Caldwell.
Whitney Hatch.
Paige Lucas.
Ashley K. Langford.
Sadie Lenhart.
Saley M. Timothy.
Alejandra Pedraza.
Israel F. Mayorga.
Caitlin Bodley, summa cum laude.
Mitchell J. Frost.
Taylor Johnson, summa cum laude.
Vicky Lynn Lee.
Is it on or one? E. Wing C.
Maria Chara Pagano.
Margaret Ortiz.
Moe Suzuki.
Jessica N. Butcher.
Hannah Taggart.
Brady James Judkins.
Nathan W. Rowe.
Alyssa Christensen.
Samuel C. Judkins.
Tiana B. Straight.
Taylor Tattersall.
Madison R. Flick.
Reed C. Dudley.
Crystal A. Williams.
Alexis A. Casey.
Hannah K. White, summa cum laude.
Kessa M. Newey.
Lindsay Hammonds.
Sydney Lund.
Wyatt A. Lang.
Whitney C. Brown.
JC E. Christensen.
Brianna K. Lemon.
Okay. Lakin Butterfield.
Sarah J. Melville.
Megan L. Johnson.
Bailey Sutherland.
Brooke N. Smith.
Jessica E. Jacobson.
Shawnee Nelson, summa cum laude. Braden J. Barrett.
Lorella L. Howard.
Stephanie C. Nuttall.
Haley Brinkerhoff.
Nicole J. Petty.
Connor B. Petty.
Braden T. Bagley.
Austin T. Coons.
Drew A. Christensen.
Brittany N. Healy.
Cullen Lyman.
Allison T. Lemero.
Emma L. Bradfield, summa cum laude.
Jerry Fung.
Austin C. Peterson.
Tressa Eccles.
Ashlyn Bradley.
Daniel K. Lund.
Levi E. Cragen.
Jenica C. Jensen.
Cassidy R. Evans.
Madeline M. West.
Annabelle J. Thorne.
Brooke E. Lewis.
Shaylin K. Carter.
Whitney Jensen.
Tyler M. Hammond.
Chad S. Bohr.
Haley S. Gonzalez.
Sierra L. Steele.
Cassidy G. Oakson.
Jackie B. Thacker.
Lauren M. Hone.
Danielle R. Bohr.
Dylan J. Sorensen.
Tanner P. Rudolphson.
Rope A. Christensen.
Courtney P. Smith.
Kayla F. Thomas.
Lauren K. Ruth.
Keaton M. Evans.
Cassidy Evans.
Abby Christensen.
Abby. Bailey F. Golding.
Carla Avia.
Whitney Meyer.
Tristan S. Johnson.
Caitlin O'Hara.
Melanie Mason.
Malin Kingston.
Jamie E. Gilbert.
Anissa V. Johnson.
Gabrielle H. Van Leuven. Madison Bender.
Nicole R. Curl.
Cherish A. Moore.
Shayla J. Giles.
Dylan A. Despain.
Bryn Fulmer.
Emily M. Taggart.
Lauren A. Evans.
Robin J. Adair.
Amelia S. Nell.
Taylor J. Winch.
Kylie R. Reynolds.
Sarah A. Collard, summa cum laude.
Cash C. Stallings.
Colton J. Collard.
Aubrey L. Reddington.
Joshua M. Reddington.
Scott R. Mason.
Amanda K. Laver, summa cum laude.
Michaela Kendall.
Rachel A. Richardson. Rachel E. Richardson.
Brady J. Payne.
Kamaya Payne.
Kimberly R. Bailey.
Edgar A. Gomez.
Cameron R. Stoddard.
Jan Bagley.
Victor M. Melendez.
Quentin M. Walker.
Taylor K. Jones.
Autumn H. Peterson.
Marquise Nielsen.
Alexis M. Smith.
Kristen M. Wilson.
John M. Thompson.
Kevin D. Keith.
Myra Patino.
Go ahead. Jacosa Reese.
Keaton W. Ross.
Taylor B. Whitman.
Amber R. Hanks.
Casey Conover.
Justin D. Harmston.
Christian P. Fales.
Hannah J. Nielsen.
Shelby M. Williams.
Melissa A. Lance. President Carlston, Dean Brad Olson, and Dr. Vance Larson, it is my pleasure to present the students who will be graduating with the Bachelor of Music with emphasis in commercial music. If the music faculty can join us on the stand, please.
You want to do the...
Music faculty, if you can join us on the stand, please.
Go there. Do you want to do the first one?
No, go ahead.
Lindsay M. Simmons.
Michaela Kirkby.
It's like, you know, making sure you're not the same.
Spencer Ammett.
Jeffrey Smith.
Devin Albert Mitchell.
Benton Cutler.
Thomas B. Young.
Nathan R. Budge.
Daniel J. O'Brien.
Talon L. Cox.
Tyler Olson.
Joshua Jensen.
Mia Bella Doria.
Sergio Arellano.
Emily G. Shaw.
Rachel K. Robbins.
Elijah C. Hancock.
McKenna Lenhart. McKenna Lenhart.
Kaylin Sly.
Kayla Bradley.
Skylar S. Bradley.
Corey R. Cox, summa cum laude.
Jessica M. Cox, summa cum laude.
Bryce W. Sorenson, summa cum laude.
Emily Patterson. You might have to help her. Come on, come on.
Thank you, and I will now invite our student body president, Bailey Dalton, to the microphone for brief remarks and the tassel changing ceremony.
Congratulations, Snow College class of 2017. Holy cow, I cannot believe we're here today. It has been my honor and privilege to represent you this last year as your student body president. On behalf of the students, I would like to thank all the faculty, staff, and administrators that helped us get here today. It's because of you that we're here. Thank you for your effective and compassionate leadership. I think most of us would agree that the last 2 years, or 4 years, or 1 year have been some of the best of our lives. And it's because of the spirit of Snow College. It came and went in the blink of an eye, but I hope that we hold these memories of friendship, service, Denny's runs, soup nights, hot pots, late night studying, and so much more over the last 2 years, and I hope we hold that close to our hearts in our future endeavors. One of my favorite quotes comes to mind: "Two roads diverge into a wood, and I take the road less traveled by." And that has made all the difference. Whether we literally took the road less traveled by coming to small town Ephraim, or figuratively by taking the road of kindness and compassion, I think that Snow College has definitely set us on the proper path in life to help us get to where we need to go and accomplish our dreams. We have definitely made our mark on Snow College. Now, can all the graduates of 2017 please stand up? All right, you guys, let's make this official. Grab those tassels. Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations.
Bailey, thank you, and thank you for your leadership, you and Skylar and all the student body advocates this year. Graduates, you may be seated for a moment longer. I'd like to express my thanks to Dr. Steve Hood and Diane Ogden for their assistance in presenting the names of our graduates. Now, at the very beginning, when we had the moment of silence, we talked about no one really gets to this place without the help and support of others. Now, graduates, I'd like you to rise again. We're going to keep you up and down. Here's what I'm going to invite you to do. I'd like you to look around in the audience. I want you to find your friends, family, all your supporters, give them a big cheer, and thank them for their support. Thank you. Now you can go down again. To friends and family, all of the support that the graduates have received, thank you. Thanks to all of those who have participated on our commencement program today. And again, hope that all of you have enjoyed and been inspired and celebrated the success. You know, the best organizations in the world, whether it happens to be educational organizations or business organizations, celebrate their success, and this is a day of success. Congratulations to our graduates. The organization and detail of an event of this magnitude does not just happen. It takes the hands of many people, and I would like to express on behalf of the college and all of us assembled here our gratitude for all those who have helped organize our public safety, food services, facilities, our faculty and staff, and students. under the direction of Marcy Larson, the President's Executive Assistant. Would you just recognize them? They did a terrific job. Couple of last things. Immediately following this ceremony, all of you, whether assembled here or over at the theater or in the Blue Gym, we're going to have a reception, and we invite all of you to come to this reception. The Blue Gym is located just to the east of us, down the hall. Please join us. Mingle with family, friends, graduates, faculty, and staff, and our guests on the stand here today. We will now enjoy a closing number, our alma mater hymn, Thou Gracious God, Whose Mercy Lends, by the Wind Symphony and a cappella choir under the direction of Drs. Fulmer and Huff. And after singing, the Wind Symphony and a cappella choir will perform America the Beautiful as the platform recesses the stage. Again, we thank you for your participation. A wonderful day, and the spirit of snow has been here. Please enjoy it and take it with you. Again, grateful to everyone who came. Dr. Huff.
Our voices mingling in mighty chorus, sing us of college dear, so cherished shall be our memories as we go on through the years. The airs upon the hillside in springtime gleaming white, or flaming fires in autumn proclaim homecoming night. Let them be proud of our alma mater. Wherever we may go, we'll sing of her fame, always honor her name. Hail to our beloved snow, our beloved snow. Gracious God.